Rosie finally hit with devastating news she won't hear from her for a long time. Since left-wing celebrities are getting nervous as they see that their movies, music, and awards shows are garnering only a small portion of the viewers they enjoyed just 2 decades ago. In order to get a headline, the far-left loon so-called celebrity Rosie O'Donnell took it upon herself to go after NRA spokeswoman Dana Loesch on Twitter by tweeting a sermon of sorts against both her and the organization she represents. The NRA, or as Rosie wrote in HA. Here's Rosie's first tweet, which was shown to Loesch by her followers. But of course, because President Trump branded Rosie best, she did what any disgusting person would do. She started tweeting attacking Loesch, but only doing so after Rosie had blocked her so she couldn't see or respond to the tweet. Rosie must know Loesch is way above her IQ level, so she was trying to attack under the cloak of a blocked. So then the argument started even though Rosie had Loesch still blocked. Yup, Rosie is this stupid, and she thought she could stand toe-to-toe with Dana. Will some liberal, any liberal, please explain to me how an organization who teaches hundreds of thousands of people a year how to use a firearm correctly and safely can be considered a terrorist organization? And the worst part, if these are the same people who are okay with not calling Muslim terrorism by its name. While the liberal left defends every person on death row and every radical Islamic terrorist they attack as law-abiding members of the NRA. No NRA member has ever been accused of any mass shooting anywhere. In fact, the large majority of mass shootings are done by people who are to the left on the political spectrum. Dana Loesch has had enough of these leftists spewing their hate towards the wrong people and has now announced she will be having a new show on RAT starting this month. And she has sent a warning to the fake news mainstream media. Can't wait for her new show. I am sure she will have the liberal left loons in a tizzy. This is how badly liberal celebrities need the headlines. It was an Oscar do-over last night for host Jimmy Kimmel, producers Mike DeLuca and Jennifer Todd, and Best Picture presenters Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway. Following last year's Envelopegate, which led to Beatty and Dunaway inadvertently announcing a wrong Best Picture winner, the quartet's second go-round went without a hitch. Related Oscars TV review: Jimmy Kimmel ignores Trump, Hollywood survives just fine. But the good news did not carry over to ratings for the 90th Academy Awards, which, correctly, crowned The Shape of Water as Best Picture. Last night's ceremony, which aired live from 8 p.m. 11:54 p.m. EST, averaged 26.5 million viewers, live plus same day. That was down 19% from last year's 32.9 million viewers, a 9-year low. That, despite the fact that The Shape of Water was the highest grossing Best Picture winner in 5 years. The Oscar ratings doom and gloom was foreshadowed by the first numbers to come in this morning. The ceremony drew a paltry 18.9 live plus same day rating in the metered market households, an all-time low and down 16% from last year's 22.4 rating, which was a 9-year low. The metered market total, which did not include ratings for the Boston TV market due to the severe weather conditions there, was well below the previous Oscars low ratings point, logged with the 2008 telecast, 21.9, hosted by Jon Stewart, when No Country for Old Men won Best Picture. The drop is big. The Oscars had never fallen below 32 million viewers in 21 metered markets household rating before, forcing pundits to scratch their heads. One explanation: the Oscars rubber-stamped winners who already had swept the awards shows that preceded it, making for one of the most predictable Academy Awards ceremony in years. Some pointed to the length of the show, which again flirted with the 4-hour mark, others to the ubiquitous montages, the overall modest box office performance of the movies nominated for Best Picture, and the injection of politics, social issues into the speeches. However, most if not all of these factors were also present the last couple of years when the numbers were higher. And the Oscars' strongest competition, AMC's The Walking Dead, was actually a more potent ratings performer in years past. The best that Hollywood's Big Night has done in the first round of ratings over the past decade plus was back in 2005. That show, hosted by Chris Rock, got a 30.1 metered market households. Clint Eastwood's $1 Million Baby won Best Picture that year, and the broadcast went on to score 42.1 million viewers in the final number. With 12 Years a Slave winning Best Picture, the 2014 Oscars, fronted by Ellen DeGeneres, 27.9 market HH rating, drew the biggest overall audience of the 21st century, with 43.7 million tuning in. Here are the final viewership totals for the Academy Awards so far this century. What won Best Picture that year and who hosted? 2018 26.5 million, The Shape of Water, Jimmy Kimmel. 2017 32.9 million, Moonlight, Jimmy Kimmel. 2016 34.4 million, Spotlight, Chris Rock. 2015 37.3 million, Birdman, Neil Patrick Harris. 2014 43.7 million, 12 Years a Slave, Ellen DeGeneres. 2013 40.3 million, Argo, Seth MacFarlane. 2012 39.3 million, The Artist, Billy Crystal. 2011 37.9 million, The King's Speech, Anne Hathaway, James Franco. 2010 41.3 million, The Hurt Locker, Steve Martin, Alec Baldwin. 2009 36.3 million, Slumdog Millionaire, Hugh Jackman. 2008 32.0 million, No Country for Old Men, Jon Stewart. 2007 42 million, The Departed, Ellen DeGeneres. 2006 38.9 million, Crash, Jon Stewart. 2005 42.1 million, Million Dollar Baby, Chris Rock. 2004 43.5 million, The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, Billy Crystal. 2003 33.0 million, Chicago, Steve Martin. 2002 41.8 million, A Beautiful Mind, Whoopi Goldberg. 2001 42.9 million, Gladiator, Steve Martin.